Oh, this campaign finance stuff is just so exciting. It's really very dry.
Wanted to get your reaction to the Quinnipiac poll today.
I think with the Quinnipiac poll, it's really clear that the voters are fed up with the establishment because they see that it says one thing and does another. I found it interesting that the Tea Party was attractive to even Democrats, which is an indication that the voters want a new kind of politics. So between now and the election, my campaign will demonstrate a new kind of politics that's fueled by people, not by special interest money. And so as people start to pay more attention to the race, I think they'll like what they see from the Brunner campaign.
Sound like you were prepared.
I never thought you were going to ask me that question.
What do you think about the latest poll that shows you a little bit behind Lee Fisher now?
Oh, I just answered that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was busy getting the paper. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I mean,
I didn't realize that's what you had asked.
We've been running an aggressive grassroots campaign, and we're still going to continue to do that. When you start to look ahead at what the potential is with decisions like Citizens United and the barrage of TV ads, I think it's more important than ever that we reach voters in an authentic way. And we have amazingly dedicated volunteers all over the state who are already phone banking now. And you know, I did some phone banking last Saturday. And I called some people in Norwood, and I called older voters who don't use the internet, and they vote, but they don't even know anything about the race. They weren't even sure who was running. So you see a large number of people who don't know enough about any of the three main candidates, myself, Fisher, or Portman, and there'll be a lot of educating to do.
What about these two women who put their name in the pot in that race? Do you think that there's something going on? One of them worked, the Johnson woman.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't she work for Fisher or something?
Apparently that's what I read in the news reports.
So what do you think about that whole thing? You think there's something to that?
Well, I guess the more the merrier. It's interesting.
Do you think that they're trying to take away from maybe your advantage of being a woman on the statewide ballot?
Well, I think it's pretty evident that Lieutenant Governor Fisher was pretty worried about the gender issue because one of the first campaign activities he began was a Women for League organization. So it's a mighty coincidence that there are two women of color from Cleveland and Columbus who filed. And he may think that's to his advantage, and that's fine.
Do you have concerns, though, given the fact that this poll showed that you're dead even with Fisher among women, but he has a 20-point lead among men?
No, because when you looked at the number of undecideds among the women, it's much higher. And women tend to break late. But in primary elections, historically about 60%, close to 60% of the votes come from women. And I've had lots of discussions with political people about why women break late. And my explanation is that they're multitasking so much that they don't really have time to pay attention to that until it comes closer to the election. Some of my male counterparts say that women are more indecisive, so take your pick.